Hey guys, so I'm not comfortable going in and filming yet. I'm not ready for that kind of life yet, the vlogger life. But we're outside of Half Price Books right now, and I'm just about to go step in. It looks like I'm at Dollar General. I'm not at Dollar General. I'm at Half Price Books. Oh, the real vlogger material. Anyways, I'm outside of Half Price Books, and we're gonna head inside because I'm gonna go grab a couple kids' books that we're gonna tear apart. I was gonna do a book rating, but I don't feel like I can do that. I don't feel obligated to do book ratings because it could cause a lot of problems, and I'm not that big of a writer to be able to do that. So we're just gonna go in, and I need to find books that I can of different kinds. So just a regular kid's book and a baby book. I want to be able to tear them open so I know exactly what I'm going into with this book building stuff, just to get some more research down. So let's go. We'll do a haul when I get home. Okay, so I'm back. I am sad for two reasons. One, because there's so many books that I wanted to grab, but I didn't need them because they're kids' books. Why? I don't need all these kids' books. But I get nervous if people are walking by. This Anyways, so I'm sad because I wanted to take books home that I didn't need. But I'm also sad because I found so many books that I remember as a kid that I'm like, okay, this one's good, I want to take it home. That I found that I don't want to ruin, but I need to. And I need to see what they made their stuff out of because it's just so good. So I can't wait to show y'all what I got when I get home. I'll see you when I get home. Oh, I can do the thing.
Was that cool? I think that was pretty good, to be honest. What do y'all think? That's pretty cool? Anyways.
Okay, we're back. This did not work before. I already filmed this and it didn't record the audio, so we're gonna try this again. All right. But anyways, I don't have one of those cool cameras that can face this way and downward. So for the first part of this video, I'm just gonna be showing y'all the haul of what I got, and then when I'm getting through the books, I'll face it downwards so then y'all can see what I'm doing. Just a disclaimer. Yes, I'll put a warning at the beginning of the video. I will be destroying these books that I bought. And I know what y'all are already thinking, some of y'all at least, and I know that you're not really happy that I'm doing this, but it's purely for research. I have no other way of being able to figure out what these books are made out of, and in return, I am putting out books for kids. I am trying to learn and giving out. I made sure some of these books were kind of in worn condition because that's why I went to Half Price Books, find them where they're kind of worn, like this one's already tearing, and it looks like someone stepped on it. Yeah, and like some of these are kind of bent in places that, you know, they're already in poor condition. Might as well pull them apart while we're at it. Again, if this is not your thing, there's a little thing there. You can just X out and then, I mean, I don't want you to, but if you have to, if you must, I understand. So we're going to go through the books that I picked. Again, as I said, I'm so sad to be pulling some of these apart because I love these. Well, I said some, all of them. I'm disappointed that I'm going to be tearing all of these apart because I love these artists and authors so much. Starting with Are You My Mother by Dr. Seuss. I don't want to tear this apart, but this is what my first book is going to be made out of, and this is one of the ones that is the hardest to put together by yourself. I don't even think you're supposed to make these by yourself. If anyone has made these by themselves, good on you, because I don't know. So we're going to be taking this one apart first, because this one is the most important to learn how to put together. And second, we have, what is this? Second, we have Are You Ready to Play Outside by Mo Willems. Ooh, y'all know how much I love Mo Willems. I'm helping you out. He's an award winner. He's just so good. If you've never read his stuff, like you should. It's so cute and it's so good. And his art is just great. So I got this one because the pages are not glossy. And that was interesting for me because I was trying to make my Rain Boots book glossy, but it was just so expensive. And people recommend glossy material, so when kids color or something, they don't ruin the book or something. But his books are always in just the best condition. Even at Half Price Books, they were all pretty nice, and I feel really bad that I'm having to tear apart a good one. But he does have paperback, which I did not know. But none of my books are going to be paperback, so I didn't really need that one. But it's just really interesting to me. So I'm interested to see what kind of paper this is. I want to ask some people what kind of paper he used and see how it's bound together. Just interested. And the last one I got was Say Hello Sophie by Rosemary Wells. This one had a dust jacket, which I thought was interesting because this is what I really want on some of my books. So I want to be able to see how that is put together. And yeah, I also like the material for the cover page. It's kind of cool. I don't know, but this one had glossy pages. I'm really interested to see how these are bound. I'm pretty sure they're both perfect bound, but I just want to see. You never know. Nowadays, everything is glued together, and I don't trust that process. And I've been told not to trust that process, so I'm not going to do that. I do remember this book as a kid. I don't know how or why, but I remember it. Have y'all read this? I don't know. So yeah, that's the haul. But I'm really excited to get through this. So now we're going to go ahead and go through the tearing apart the book process. Again, if you do not like this, feel free to leave. I totally understand. But again, it's for research for me. So then I can give y'all the quality they all deserve for a cheap price. So this is how I'm able to figure it out. So on to the next part of the video, which, do y'all like my light? Do y'all like it? Like, I just recently got it and it feels so professional. It's a white light. Look at this. I can show y'all how it looks. You see that? Wow, that's so cool. It's huge too, right? Anyways, all right, I think this is the best we're gonna get in terms of the angling. I want to be able to see the camera kind of. Ooh. Anyways, hopefully y'all can see exactly what I'm doing. I'll make sure to bring it close to show y'all exactly what I'm looking at. So I'm going to use this little tool, this little guy. So the first thing I'm going to do, I don't even know how to go about this. Like, I'm too nervous. We're probably just going to have to take the outside off first. So we're going to try that and see. Ooh, don't do this at home, kids, please. Do not. All right, let's see. I don't think kids would be watching this anyways. Oh, ooh. Anyways, let's cut off this first. How about that? Let's cut off just the whole back page from this. So I just want to be able to see like see the whole spine and all of it, because this is what I want to see. Y'all see all those little dividers in there? I want to be able to see those because that's how we're gonna know how this book is truly put together.
Just as a side note, multiple times I forget the word signature. I was searching for it multiple times throughout this video in my brain where the word was, and I couldn't think of it the entire video. But each of those sections are called a signature, which creates the book block. Just to be clear, sorry about that.
Now we're gonna take off this part. This hurts my soul. I hope y'all truly know. I feel really bad right now, but I need to be able to see everything. Let's see. Okay, we might have to tear. Okay, so you can see now every single. Why can't I think of what it's called? Um, ah, I'll put the word here. I wish I could remember the word. So it looks like they've completely glued. Yeah, they really like glued each page down. I still can't tell exactly what material this is. I think it might be bookboard, I believe. Yeah, it feels like double-sided laminate on regular paper. So I think what they do is they do quite literally put down a plain piece of paper and laminate it, and that's how you get this, I think. It really looks like it. It feels like it too. Same with the outside. I feel like they do the exact same thing. It's just laminate on the outside, I think. Oh, y'all didn't see any of it. See, look at this. Okay. It literally looks like paper. You can see it's almost kind of see-through. I think that they did truly do a regular paper with a laminate on the outside. You can also see that they didn't actually do anything crazy on the outside. I'm choosing to do the cardboard only because I want it to feel squishy like a kid's book, and it makes it a little different. It's fine if you use like this bending material. I just would rather it be a little more sturdy than this, so I'm probably going to not do this, but I can see how this does work pretty well. Now we're going to look at this part of it. I want to see how they divided each page. I will say each page is pretty thick. It's looking like they, oh yeah, they quite literally, they just kind of glued every other page together, I think. Oh yeah, see, that is clearly laminated for sure. and it's a very thin, it looks like it's almost regular paper, I think. I believe that it's just regular paper, which that can save me a lot of money. They literally glued it together. Like each section is glued together, which is kind of cool. It really does help it lay flat really well. And I think that might be the way to go. I think that was a pretty good idea. So I'm glad I was able to see this. Again, I feel so bad that this is, what I have to do, but I can see now, and this makes a lot more sense. And I'm still going to keep this because I want to be able to see um, where they put their information, because that is very important. And I want to make sure that I have everything that I need in that. So these will not go to waste. This will not be going in the trash. Keep that in mind. This will not be going in the trash. These are all going to be kept for my knowledge. So first book down, we're going to rip up a second book. All right, so we have our second book here. I think I'm going to go ahead and keep this book as is. I want to keep this one because it's just so inspiring for me, and I want to be able to keep this just in case I need any ideas to refer back to. I'm going to go and keep this as it is. Maybe y'all were excited for me to open this. I don't know. So we're just going to go ahead and do Say Hello, Sophie. And we're going to go ahead and rip this sucker apart. This is so pretty though, no? Look at that. That is so cute. I'm kind of really sad that I'm going to destroy this, but I need to see the innards. So we're going to tear this puppy apart. I don't know if I want to start with just peeling the paper off these sides. Ooh. I want to take this apart because I want to be able to take this part off. I want to be able to take the whole cover page so I can pull that off. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to go in here. Ooh, now there is, you can see the thread in there. I don't want to take that off. I hope that didn't take anything off. Look at that. You can see. Ooh, I just removed that cloth. Y'all can see that little cheesecloth. We're just going to peel this part off as well. Alrighty, it does not need to be perfect, obviously. This is all just for the insides. So look at that. You can see that they used the book board. I think they glued two pieces together in there. You see that? It's pretty thick in there, and I think that they stacked two book board in there to make that because it's really stiff. And the book does not bend easy at all. It might even be three pieces that they glued together. Yeah, it looks like three pieces that they glue together here to keep it as stiff as possible. That makes it a little more expensive. All right, and then we're going to look at this part. Sorry, I really hurt my finger earlier trying to open that book. We're going to look at this part. There's only two of them here. I wish I could book the book blog. There's only two different like quadrants in there, which is really interesting to me. Usually it's more. This part off, just so I can see. Yeah, they did like a little, use this part for the spine that keeps it all together. Book, which is really interesting because usually this doesn't really hold it together, but this is actually a pretty tough book. So that's kind of cool to know that they didn't use any wax thread. Wax thread really keeps things stuck together and keeps things from falling apart. But you see how easily now it is to pull through. Once you damage the book, it's quite easy to pull apart. Materials that you use them because it prevents, once a tear occurs or once something is broken in it, to get worse. Because what libraries do is once it gets ripped, they want to put it together so then kids can still read it. So when it's with such thin material, what happens is once it's ripped, it's really hard to put it back together this way. So they have to either glue it or, so on and so forth. If it was wax thread, it's much harder for it to tear apart in the first place, but easier to put together. Materials that you use them because it prevents, once a tear occurs or once something is broken in it, to get worse. Because what libraries do is once it gets ripped, they want to put it together so then kids can still read it. So when it's with such thin material, what happens is once it's ripped, it's really hard to put it back together this way. So they have to either glue it or, so on and so forth. If it was wax thread, it's much harder for it to tear apart. Not much is different from what I've taken my own books apart before, and this is basically kind of how they did it, except again, they did not sew it, and that's something that I'm trying to do, is I want my books fully sewn, except for the board books. So not much is different from what I've taken my own books apart before, and this is basically kind of how they did it, except again, they did not sew it, and that's something that I'm trying to do. Is I want my books fully sewn, except for the board books. So yeah, I'm only going to take apart those two books because I don't want to take apart the last one. I think that I got all the info I needed. I'm pretty sure this one is pretty much the same as this one. Alrighty, well that was me tearing apart some of these kids' books so then I can learn a thing or two about putting books together. Hopefully y'all might have learned something or just had fun me ripping things apart and hurting my finger. So thank y'all so much for watching. Again, if this was not the content that you were wanting and are upset with me, I apologize. Again, it was for learning purposes, and hopefully this doesn't offend the people that made these books. I know how much work they put into this, and I think that their books are amazing. I'm definitely keeping them for my knowledge, the words, the pictures, all the things, because they are my inspiration for sure. And so I'm really blessed with this opportunity to be able to go through these books and learn and be able to do this myself, hopefully. We'll see. But thank y'all so much for watching this video, and stay tuned for when I make a video about actually putting my books together. I will be putting that out because my laminating paper does come in soon, and I really want to put a book out there of me putting books together because it is so hectic. I'm telling you, I spend hours putting when I put my first couple books together. It was so hard. So I'm really excited to be able to show y'all that. And so yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all have a blessed day. Bye.